Hi, my name is Kunal Pathak, and I'm a junior at UNC Chapel Hill. Today, I'll be presenting my seam carving final project for Carl 72. So, what is seam carving? Whenever you have an image that you would like to resize, you have a few options. You can crop the image, which will remove important details and inevitably change the photo composition of the image. To maintain the photo composition, you may remove the least noticeable rigid pixel columns or rows throughout the image. However, this will lead to significant artifacts because the sections of low interest are in an image rarely form a straight line, as evidenced by this middle image. Therefore, we must devise a program to dynamically remove the least interesting connected paths, reaching from one end of the image to the other. This way, we can still resize the image while in theory preserving the most important features. So what's the approach? The way I approached this algorithm was to devise an energy function that would translate each pixel in the image to its corresponding energy level. I decided to avoid the gradient function and to compare dx and dy to ensure that I understood the idea behind the built-in function. After this, I found a vertical or horizontal seam of low energy pixels and removed it from the image using Dijkstra's algorithm. I repeated this process n times to shape the image to the correct dimensions. Now I will discuss the effects of my algorithm on various pictures. So for image one, this was before and after a vertical 80 pixel carve of a landscape scene. You may be able to see that the image was compressed rather uniformly because the general energy level was rather constant between the horizontal slices of the image. For my second image, it represents a horizontal 80 pixel carve of another landscape scene. As you can see, the low energy sections in this image were almost entirely present in the sky. Otherwise, the rest of the image remained pretty much the same. For image three, I took this one myself, as you can see, and I applied both a horizontal and vertical carve to the outputted image. The reason why this image appears to be so distorted is because humans have highly structured faces. Likewise, the tree limbs on the top of the image are also highly structured. So the lowest energy pixels were scattered around the shading of my face, which in turn noticeably distorted my facial structure. Image four, the width of this image was reduced by over 30%, yet the image remained completely intact for the most part. This is probably due to the extremely high energy contrast in the image. The gems and character design were very bright, which meant that they persisted despite the significant resizing. As you can tell, this distance has drastically decreased. For my last image, this final image was one I took last year of my friend. I found that the horizontal carve did not have much of an effect since the general difference in horizontally adjacent pixels was low. Therefore, the entire image was scrunched together, as you can see by this UNC sign. However, the vertical carve had a significant effect since most of the seams were removed from my friend's body. In conclusion, the challenges I faced with the part of the project I struggled with the most was figuring out how to connect adjacent low energy pixels to create a stream across the image using Dijkstra's algorithm. One weakness was that I noticed and mentioned earlier was trying to preserve certain portions of the image, especially when you can't directly control them, the energy of the image. However, overall, if there's a high gradient, it does a better job, as seen in image four. Improvements to make would be to develop a simple UI where users could manually keep portions of the image unedited. This would be especially helpful for faces since the changes are more noticeable. Lastly, I really did enjoy this project. I found it really interesting how we could resize images automatically while not coming at the cost of the photo composition. Thanks again, and here are my sources.